sources are telling Times Now that the Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has accepted the invitation of Narendra Modi to attend the swearing-in. On the phone line with me is Siddiqui Farooq joining us at this point in time. He's the PMNL spokesperson. Yes, sir. Can you confirm for us that Nawaz Sharif will be attending this swearing-in ceremony of the Indian Prime Minister designate?
Thank you. First of all, let me clarify, I am not spokesperson for the Prime Minister. But personally, I believe that Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif may attend the oath-taking ceremony of the designate Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, since he believes in non-interference and resolving all outstanding issues through peaceful talks. And there is great consensus among most of the political parties in Pakistan that both the countries should resolve their issues peacefully and take strides for economic cooperation and economic development for the well-being of the region and both the peoples.
Right, Mr. Farooq, is there a feeling perhaps within Pakistan that this would be a great moment for the two nations really to cement their ties, to move ahead as a new era in Indian politics dawns?
Yes, but there are certain misgivings or reports, and designate Prime Minister Modi has a bag of certain allegations or facts. So now, since he is going to take oath as Prime Minister and act as Prime Minister of India, the biggest democracy of the world, and there are UN charters and there are other international norms and pressures. So I think with his actions, he will prove otherwise and go for economic agenda and peace. And he will, if he extends hands of friendship to Pakistan, he will not be disappointed by Pakistan. Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif will also accept and shake hands with the Indian Prime Minister for the well-being of both the people and peace.
Right. Also, sir, if you could elaborate for us, along with the Prime Minister Sharif, are there any other top leaders from Pakistan who will also likely to attend this ceremony?
I can't give you the details because formal announcement has yet to be made by Foreign Office or spokesman for the Prime Minister. I think you should wait for till that time.
Right. Also, Mr. Farooq, before I let you go, what is the thought process that is there at the point in time in the Pakistani government about the swearing-in ceremony? Of course, in the Indian...
Pardon, repeat your question.
I was asking you, what is the thought process at this point in time in the Pakistani establishment as far as this is concerned?
Look, people are actually such conjectures, such assessments. There is no reality in these things. I believe that there is complete understanding between the establishment and elected governments, and both are on the same page on Prime Minister's agenda of peace, non-interference, economic development, etc. Thank you.
Right, Mr. Farooq, spokesperson for the PML, and thank you very much for speaking to Times Now. Srinjoy Chaudhary, our National Affairs Editor, is also on the phone line with us. Srinjoy, Nawaz Sharif likely now to attend the swearing-in ceremony. As I was speaking to Mr. Farooq, there is a feeling perhaps in Pakistan that this could be the dawn of new relations between the two countries.
Well, that could well be the case, except that the Indian government is yet to be informed rather that Mr. Nawaz Sharif will be attending. Even 5 minutes ago, no reply to the invitation that was sent yesterday has gone. Mr. Farooq appears to be very positive that Mr. Nawaz Sharif will come, and that will be welcomed by the Indian government. From Mr. Modi's point of view and from the Indian side's point of view, this was a win-win situation. If Mr. Sharif accepted the invitation, it was very clear. It would be an indication that, yes, it was India that had reached out to Pakistan and other countries, of course, in an effort to make peace and work things out. If he did not accept for whatever reason, then at least the situation would be clear that it was India who had reached out. In this case, of course, now we see that Mr. Nawaz Sharif has accepted the invitation and he will be coming for the swearing-in ceremony. We now know that every leader has accepted, except Sheikh Hasina, who has said that, yes, she has to be in Tokyo on that day because it was decided earlier, and she has, on her behalf, will be sending the Speaker of the Bangladesh Parliament, and she will be coming on Hasina's behalf. Besides that, the Afghan president, the leaders from Maldives, Nepal, Bhutan, everyone else will be coming. It will be a huge ceremony at probably at the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan in the evening on the 26th. All the leaders have been requested to attend, who have been invited, have been asked to come on the 26th morning. So it is expected that a large number of these leaders will come on the 26th morning, is what we are hearing.
Right, as Mr. Farooq from the PMNL, he was the spokesperson, told us that there is a formal announcement that is likely to be made soon enough about Nawaz Sharif attending this swearing-in ceremony. What is the signal that this would eventually send out? Because this was a hand that was extended by the Indian Prime Minister designate.
Well, it was important that this signal went out, that Mr. Modi wants to have good relations with Pakistan and also every other country. So, but in Pakistan, in the case of Pakistan, it was particularly important because in Pakistan there was an amount of apprehension, if nothing else, about Mr. Modi, and in the minds of Pakistanis about Mr. Modi's record as Chief Minister in Gujarat, particularly in 2002. Now, Mr. Modi has reached out to the Pakistanis even before he becomes Prime Minister, requesting the Prime Minister of Pakistan to attend. Now, India and Pakistan have not been talking properly for over a year. In fact, there are a lot of things that India wants done and Pakistan has not been able to do. Regardless of this invitation or not, the fact that nothing has been done on 26/11 is something that Mr. Modi has told Times Now. Mr. Modi has told Times Now very clearly during the elections that, yes, we would like to talk, but the sound of gunfire and the sound of explosions should not come in the way of the conversation. Now, India would expect, a Modi government would expect Pakistan to take action on these counts, cut down all forms of terror, and also take action against those involved in 26/11. So these are issues that have to be resolved, and this is what India wants sorted out. But the first thing that India will have to do is tell Nawaz Sharif and his government that this is what India wants.
Right.
And if Nawaz Sharif is coming as it is expected now, then it will be an opportunity for India to speak on these matters.